welcome back to another episode of Hoops and Football. I am Shannon. So, I've decided to probably make a video, and it's probably too early to make this. But because I'm away, getting married, I'm gonna make it. And I think it's probably not a bad idea to make it. Maybe it's probably a good idea for us as fans to start to understand the reality of AFL. And not everyone's career lasts 10, 15 years. Some don't last more than 5, and the average is 3 years. So I thought it's probably time to make a video who I think we need to be ready to not have at our club going to next year. So I've had a couple of names. Number one, I think it's Macintosh. Only because I think if you keep bringing... he's playing a lot now, and he's been the sub a fair bit. And I'm not sure if you turn around and give him another contract, and it's probably going to be for even less money than he's on now. If he's going to want to keep being the sub or playing VFL, I think he probably wants to retire soon and start his... probably going into his after career. We all know he's pretty handy on the tools. And I think if we say goodbye to Macintosh, it opens up a possibility to play another young player on that wing, because when he's here now, if he's not playing on the wing, I'm not a fan of him playing at all, because that's just what he's so good at. I know on the weekend against the Bulldogs, they're playing in the middle. I didn't like it. Only because he's not going to be around for the future, so why are we not putting in younger players? So it's more of it's time to say goodbye to a older player, a 2017 Premiership player, and say hello to a younger player and bringing somebody else in. So that's not a criticism on Macintosh. It's just the stage he's in his career and the stage we are as a club. So that's what I think we need to do there. The other one, I think it could be... I could be wrong. I'm not sure on his contract. But Taylor Young, I find it hard for him to be getting a game at Richmond in the next couple of years, just because he's a key defender. And you've got, if I think of the names, you've got Josh Gibkiss, Noah Bolter, Ben Miller. You got Tom Brown, Luke Traynor. You got all these tall defenders, and I just don't know if I can see him getting in. All barring somebody gets hurt, then you need to play him. But then is he going to be there for next year? So, and I like him as a player. I think when he came in, he did a really good job. And that's not saying he doesn't get another team will pick him up, or maybe we trade him. As we all know, in the coming years, we have a lot of father and son and NGA Academy, so it's time to send him maybe somewhere like North Melbourne, where they need these some defenders, and he's been around a premiership time, so he's seen the what it takes to be a good player. I know he didn't win one, but he saw it, he watched it. Even when he was playing in the VFL, the time when he was in the VFL, Richmond's VFL team were pushing and playing flags, so he was there for that as well. So that's another one I had in my brain. The other one is probably Jacob Blight as well. I know I don't want Blight to go. I am a big fan of Jacob Blight. I think he should be playing, even right now. I don't understand why he's not. He's averaging 25 disposals and over 10 marks a game. That's NBA numbers with Jacob Blight. But it's probably maybe similar to Taylor Young. It's opportunity. And I think he deserves it. He's such a good player, such a good mark, such a great athlete. And I feel like there's a chance that he might request a trade. And if he does, it's probably back to WA. He may not want to. He may want to stick to Richmond. And Richmond may go, well, yeah, we'll give you another year and see how it goes. But I find it hard him getting a game. So it could be the same thing with Taylor Young. It's hard finding an opportunity for someone who we have so much defensive depth, and I don't want to see him just stay in the VFL and never play AFL because he should be playing. And as soon as Noel Bolter goes out for his curfew, Blight's in, and then Bolter's back and Blight's out again, and I don't like that. So I would rather we trade him, get him to a club where he's going to play consistent AFL level because that's what he is. And I don't think he did a foot wrong to ever be dropped from the AFL. So unfortunately, it's just circumstance. Then look, the other two are probably just obvious, and I'm not going to go into big detail. I think Matt Kalina will be gone. He did his shoulder in the Footscray Resi game. He's done for the season. I think the only reason he was around was because the previous regime messed up his back recovery. That's the reason he was there. I think Tyler Sonsie, I know he's playing a lot right now, but I just don't see him. There's Houghton coming back, Lawler, and there's Smiley. Judson Clark will eventually be back. I just don't see a spot for him in the future. And I think he's very talented, but I think he's just not going to work to where we are. I'm all for the opinion of try and trade, and I'm all for trading all these players. Like if you can, you get an asset out of something you put time into. I think Sonsie's the same, and it's probably the same for Jacob Bauer. And he is a player you want to play in the seniors because he's not a tall. He's not 195 plus centimeter. Tom Lynch, Harry Armstrong, Jonty Fall, Thomas Sims, but he's also not that Ryan Mansell, Seth Campbell, Steely Green, Morris Rowley Jr. height. He's that in between, and you need them in the game, but I just don't know if he's going to get back in. He's had a couple of good games in the VFL, but I think he will request a trade. And I think out of the 5 or 6 players, you're going to see at least 2 or 3 of them be delisted. You have to delist 3 players a year, or you need to get rid of 3 players because you must draft. I think you must get rid of 3 players and bring in 3 players or something along those lines of the rules. So, there's a chance you will have to see some of them go. And Richmond has picked 2 and 3 right now, and then we got Lewis Callaway coming in. So there's 3 players. So there's a chance we use a couple of these players just to get late picks, and then some of the other clubs just take a punt on these players. So look, Caleb Smith could go. I'm not sure. I don't think he should go. I think he's done well. He's probably someone who's on the fringe for me. I would give him another year to see how he goes. Look, Tom Lynch is going to stay, and then it comes down to, does Thomas Dow get a new contract? I think he should. I think before he did his patella in his knee, I don't think he would have been dropped anytime soon. I think he was doing too well. I don't think he was going to go anywhere. So I give him another year, even 2 years to give him a bit of security. I think he's proven himself quite well. And then the whole is on, does Dion Presti retire as well? So there's a fair few players to go out as well. So who knows? So as usual, guys, can you please leave a comment below on who you think, at least 3 people you think that we probably won't see at the end of the year, and maybe say why you think they won't be here. And if there's a trade, give me a club that you might suggest they might go to. So, all right, guys, until next time, stay safe and go Tigers.